Welcome back, everyone. I'm pretty sure everyone once in a while wants to know again what are the top best Snapchat tricks and tips as of this point. Now, I love doing these at the end of the year because there are so many changes that happen throughout that it's really important to actually go through and see what the main ones are. Now, I will tell you a lot of these you will have to be updated to one of the more recent versions of Snapchat, so keep that in mind. But you will probably be able to do all of these without even updating, to be honest. Now, first of all, you should have to add me on Snapchat. That's just a goal, dude. That you guys just have to do this, man. There's the code, there's the everything. Feel free to add me. That would mean so much. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is actually something that is not even a trick or tip, but it's something that you should automatically do in the beginning with, and that is Snapchat memories. In case you don't know, recently Snapchat every single year at the end of the year, they allow you to actually go ahead and have this type of memory thing so you can kind of get a recap throughout your year. But Snapchat memories does more than that. And it's funny because this feature was implemented forever ago. But if you want to implement it, what you want to do is you want to go into your settings panel just like this. You want to click on the settings, which is all the way up here. You'll get into this panel. You want to find the little option that says memories, which is right here. You want to go ahead and tap on it. And you want to make sure all these things are basically on. So you want to make sure that Snapchat memories is enabled. You want to do smart pip, backup, or whatever, save button, whatever this stuff is. You just want to make sure that you do have some type of backup on. If you have, memories off for some reason, then you want to make sure it's enabled. If it is enabled, you will not only be able to back up all your Snapchats for the most part, but you'll also most likely be able to have your Snapchat recap to the end of the year. So in 2021, you'll be able to get that backup or that recap too, which is really cool. So that's the very first thing I would recommend doing. It's a very old feature, but that's the very first thing I would recommend. Now, the next thing is an oldie but goldie. It's how to screenshot without notifications. And it's just one that everyone knows about, in my opinion. Now, I will go ahead and I guess just show you what I did before. And it's just the same process. Nothing has really changed. What you want to do is you want to find the specific chat that you want to go ahead and screenshot. So on an iPhone and an Android, it's a little bit of a different process. So keep that in mind. So I'll explain iPhone and Android at the same time. So what you want to do is you want to find the specific chat that you want to go ahead and screenshot. So in this case, let's say I wanted to use this person or whatever video I'm playing on the screen. What you want to do is you want to put your phone on airplane mode first. You want to disconnect from Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all that stuff. You want to be fully on airplane mode, but you want to make sure that these snaps do say new snap and they don't say tap to load. If they say tap to load, then obviously you want to make sure that they at least say new snap, but you don't want to open them yet. So once you're on airplane mode fully, what you want to do at this point is you want to go ahead and open the snap. You want to screenshot it, do whatever you want to. It's nothing too crazy. You can just do whatever you want to. It doesn't really matter. Now at this point, once it's fully open and you screenshot or whatever, keep your phone on airplane mode. If you're on an iPhone, you want to fully delete the Snapchat app. So you want to go ahead and just delete the app. Now if you're on Android, you can go ahead and just go into your settings, find your application manager, go into Snapchat and just force quit, clear data, and clear basically all the system data within that app. And you can go ahead and reopen Snapchat. Now, once you deleted Snapchat from your iPhone, you want to go ahead and basically open up the App Store, re-download Snapchat. Okay, so once it's fully deleted, you want to go ahead and go into your App Store, re-download Snapchat. You want to log back in, and once you log in, you'll pretty much see that you still have that same exact snap open and available to actually see. So I was shocked the first time I did it too, but that's pretty much the process. It's quite a bit of a process. That's why I just showed the video of me doing it before, because it does take a lot of time, but it's worth it if you want to do it. If you really want to screenshot someone's thing, that's pretty much the process, and it works for both Android and iOS. Now, the next thing is not really a trick or tip, but it's a new feature within Snapchat, and that is Snapchat, spotlights, which is kind of like a TikTok alternative. Now, in order to get there, what you want to do is you want to swipe all the way from the camera to that new play button. Now, you will have to be on one of the more recent versions of Snapchat, so keep that in mind. So you want to go ahead and swipe all the way to the right to Spotlight, which is right here. And this is pretty much Spotlight search. This is pretty much Spotlight. So here are just a bunch of people's TikToks and all that stuff. And you can go ahead and post your own spotlights here too, and you can search for whatever you want to. And it's pretty much like your own TikTok alternative. So in case that TikTok ever gets banned again or whatever, you will at least have Snapchat Spotlight. So that's built within Snapchat, so I'd recommend going through. Now the next thing is actually pretty interesting that I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys could, use, and that is how to recover Snapchats and messages. So for a lot of people, if you ever Snapchatted people, if you ever ran into issues with that, you can basically know that sometimes you may delete a Snapchat, you may have, deleted a whole chat history, but you want some sort of, remembrance of that specific chat history or whatever. Let's say you totally deleted your account or something like that, but you have access to it, but you lost all your data. Well, this is how to gain some or most of that data back. So what you want to do is you want to hop out of Snapchat. You don't even want to be in Snapchat for this. You want to go into your web browser of choice. In this case, I will be using Safari. And what you want to do is you want to go to this website called accounts.snapchat.com. So you want to go ahead and go here. I will try to link it down below, but I may forget. But it's a very easy website, accounts.snapchat.com. You want to go ahead and log into the exact same, Snapchat account that you want to go ahead and have access to and recover your stuff from. So once you're here, you're pretty much coming to this page after logging in and everything, and you're pretty much almost set for the most part. All you want to do is kind of get familiar with these settings because you may have to come here all the time, to be honest. So what you want to do is you want to click on the second option right here that says My Data. So you want to go ahead and click on My Data, which is right there. You'll come into this little page right here. Now, we're basically going to go ahead and put in an input or a request to get our data back. So you can go ahead and read here. It says data available in app, but also it says down here data available for download. So what it's going to tell you and allow you to get is your login history, your snap history, your chat history, your purchase history, shop history, user profile, your friends list, your public profile, your whatever this is, like all this stuff. And you'll pretty much be able to get it with just one button to click, which is submit request. So what we can do is go ahead and click submit request, and it's going to go ahead and ask you for some permission or not. As you can see, it just goes ahead and just sends it to the email, and eventually, I don't think it's immediately, but eventually it will actually go ahead and send you a, I think it's a zipped file to your email of that account, and it's going to go ahead and just send you all that data that you requested. And it's a very easy thing. It did not take too much time, and it's something that could really, really save you if you're in a weird predicament. So that's exactly how to recover a lot of Snapchats and messages and all those type of stuff that you may have accidentally deleted within Snapchat, but you can now get recovered in this specific case. So the next thing, which is pretty funny, and I've used it before, is basically how to see if somebody has blocked you on Snapchat. Now, this can be for a many different amount of reasons. I've seen a lot of people actually get really, really scared or fed up or even just, anxious about whether or not somebody has blocked them or not on Snapchat. But there's a few different ways to actually determine if somebody blocked you, where they just deleted their account or whatever. Now, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and open up Snapchat, and you want to find the specific person that you're trying to actually see who is, blocked or whatever. So if I go ahead and take a Snapchat, what you can do is try to send a Snapchat to that person. Now, if somebody is blocked, it will not actually allow you to actually send that Snapchat to that person. It's just not going to work. So in this case, if I just take the snap, and let's say I just want to send it to somebody. Let's say I want to send it to this random person. Okay, I don't know who that is, but let's go ahead and send it. So I'll go ahead and click send right here, and you will see that most probably, so this one says delivered. If it says delivered, then it most probably means they haven't blocked you, so keep that in mind. But if it says something like pending, then that means they either blocked you or or they deleted their account or something like that. So let's go ahead and do it again. Let's go ahead and take a Snapchat or whatever. Now let's go and send it to DJ Khaled. He's not even relevant anymore. As you can see, this one says delivered as well. So that means these people have not blocked me. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to open my Snapchat. Now let's go and try again. I don't know if anybody's ever blocked me before. Let's go and try this one. So all of them are delivered. So that means that for some reason their accounts are open, and they do allow somewhat of, people to Snapchat them or whatever. And as you can see, all of them have worked. I've sent it to Oprah, Kim Kardashian, DJ Khaled, and this person. So keep that in mind. If it says delivered, then most probably they haven't blocked you. But if it says pending, then it most likely means they blocked you. Another way to determine that is if you click the search button and try to search for friends, and let's say you put in the username. If you're not able to put in the username and find their specific account, then that might mean they actually blocked you. So keep that in mind as well. That's another big red flag of somebody blocking you. If you search up their username and you can't find it, then that probably means they blocked you or they deleted their account. So those are just a couple ways of that. Now, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and show you is how to put music on your Snapchat story. So before on TikTok, on Instagram, we've pretty much had this feature for quite a bit of time, and I'll go ahead and show you exactly how to do it in this case. So what you want to do is make sure you're up to date on a more recent version of Snapchat. If you're on probably one that has been out in the last 2 or 3 months, then you're probably set for the most part. So what you want to do in this case, and this lighting looks so nice, I freaking love it in this room. So what you want to do is locate on the top right of your Snapchat account, or your little Snapchat, whatever this is. You'll see that there's the rotate button, the flash, whatever that is, and then there's a little music icon. And this is exactly where you want to be. We want to go ahead and click on this little music icon, and we'll see a bunch of songs that are probably, trending, probably not. I've never heard of any of these songs except, yeah, I honestly have never heard of any of these songs, but you can go and click on holiday, or you can click on my sounds and pretty much import or create your own sounds here. And I don't know if it's going to be able to go into like a mass database like how it is on TikTok, but maybe people can use your sounds as well. But from here, this is how you do it. So let's say I wanted to use this song or whatever. As you can see, it'll go ahead and play it down here. Now you can go ahead and make the Snapchat however you want to, and you'll see it'll go ahead and use that song and it'll go through in yellow. And once it's done, I can go and click here, and that song will pretty much come onto the main display like this. I can go ahead and move it around wherever I want to. I can make it bigger even, rotate it. Like, it's pretty wild with the things you can do with it. The Kid Leroy, I know that guy, but that's really it. That's how you put music on your Snapchat story. It's a super easy process. If you're not able to see that little music icon like I showed you before, this one, then again, update your Snapchat. You should be able to see it. If you're still not able to see it there, you may have a super outdated phone that doesn't support the newest version of Snapchat. So keep that in mind, but that's exactly how to put music on your Snapchat story. Now, the last final tip, trick, whatever you want to call it, is pretty much how to recover your Snapchat streaks that are, lost, or, you forgot to Snapchat somebody back and you lost the streak. It happens all the time. There's a very, very easy way to actually get it recovered. And I've never personally used it, but I've heard so many success stories about it, which is so funny. And the process is very, very easy. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and go to this specific website. And it's not this one, it's this one, which I'll try to link down below. But if I forget to link it, it's pretty much just Googling recover Snapchat streaks, as you can see. And what you want to do is you want to scroll down until you, and I lied, you want to click on this little page right here. You'll come into this little panel, right? It'll say my snap code, whatever, yada yada. That's perfect. What you want to do is you want to look at this little option and you want to click my snap streaks disappear. So you want to go ahead and click that. It'll go ahead and give you a little bit of a different information here, but most of the time, as you can see, it does ask you for your username and your email and all that. Now, if you followed my steps before, then some of this stuff should be auto-populated, but if you didn't, that's perfectly fine. You want to type in your username, your email, your mobile phone number if there's one associated with your account, your device, your friend's username. So this is for the person who you're trying to snap streak with. So let's say you lost a Snapchat streak with somebody that was like 1,000 days. So you're going to have to import that physical username of that person. So whoever username that was, you need to put in that same username right here. If you put someone else's username, it's probably not going to work. So keep that in mind. And then it's going to say, what did you start having this? When did you start having this issue? You just want to make up something, just say whatever. How long was your Snapchat streak? Basically, just put in whatever number it was the last time you remembered. If it was like 96 days, put in 96 days. If you lie, I don't know if there's like, if they find out, they're not going to care. It's not like you're going to get arrested or anything, but I do kind of am curious. If you put in like 10,000 days, are they going to verify that? Like, are they able to verify that? I don't know. And then you can see, did you see this? I have heard that some people say no, and it ends up, helping them in their favor. So I'd recommend looking into it. And then what information should we know? Just say, I was away from my phone. My phone didn't notify me. Luckily, if you're on iOS 14, if you own an iPhone, there has been some cases where notifications don't get sent. So you can just probably say that and they'll probably believe it. So that you're in a really good situation now. If you're watching this like 3 years later, I don't know if it's still going to work or not, but from there, you go and click send, and it will go ahead and put in a request, and you should be able to get your Snapchat streak back. So those are some of my favorite Snapchat tricks and tips, whatever you want to call them. I use most of these all the time, and I'm really glad that, and it's a super easy thing if you want to go ahead and, use them in your everyday life. So if you guys have any other questions or anything, leave them down in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.